Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and on today's video we're going to talk about fragrances that are launching in 2025. So, doing some research online, there are quite a bit of upcoming releases, and some of them are exciting, some of them are kind of lackluster. I feel like 2024 has been a year where everyone and their mom has launched a new fragrance line, or there has been multiple fragrance launches from brands. So for example, Tom Ford has launched quite a bit. Creed this year has had a lot of fragrance launches as well. And we're going to go into the upcoming fragrance launches and see which one is worth getting. So our first one is from Guerlain, and I can't pronounce this one for the death of me, but it's called, I think it's Pechette Mirage, but it's their private range at Guerlain. Very expensive, very premium. It is one of the collections that I really do enjoy and love. I only own 2 of them because they're kind of expensive, but they are made with raw ingredients and they are sustainably made as well, but they are coming out with a new one. The notes on this look very interesting. So it is a peach fragrance, which I think we kind of saw a trend with peach fragrances with bitter peach, and then they kind of disappeared. But Guerlain is bringing that trend back, and the fragrance has peach at the top, it has saffron as well as black currant. It also has osmanthus, leather, amber, and sandalwood. So it sounds like a very sexy fragrance. It could go really well. It could go also very badly. So it's exciting to see what the fragrance will be like. The next one is by Aqua di Parma, and it is Colonia il perfume, which is part of the Colonia range. So it looks kind of exciting. The bottle has this ambery type of liquid color, and the notes for this are kind of similar to the rest of the Colonia range. It's just going to be a spin-off or a flanker, but it has orange, bergamot, petitgrain, lemon. We also get pineapple, which is different for Aqua di Parma. We get ylang ylang, lavender, neroli, verbena, and rose. And they also have at the base vetiver, leather, sandalwood, cedarwood, moss, and patchouli. I love that moss note. If you know me, I love a mossy fragrance. And this one seems to be like it's going to be fairly solid. It does come out in 2025. I feel like the newer releases kind of have gone in this more designer realm-ish, but this one seems like it's going to kind of straddle that line with niche and designer-ish type of vibe. So I'm excited for this one as well. The next one is by Tom Ford, and yes, Tom Ford is launching quite a bit of fragrances. They're also discontinuing a lot of them as well, but that's just Tom Ford currently with Estee Lauder's leadership and ownership. But this one is Bois Pacifique, and it's going to be part of that Bois du Jour kind of collection. It's in that same bottle, but the notes sound very interesting for this fragrance. We get turmeric, we get cardamom, we get oak moss, we get frankincense, iris, white sandalwood, cedarwood, amber, vanilla, and yeah, I mean, it's gonna smell good. I mean, based on the notes themselves, I mean, these are all very pleasant notes, but is it gonna be unique? I don't know. I think Tom Ford in the smell department is really good. I just don't understand what the brand's doing currently. Launching a lot of fragrances, discontinuing a lot of them, relaunching some other ones in different bottles. It seems very cumbersome if you ask me. They also do have another fragrance launching here soon, which is part of their private range. This one I think is, I don't know if it's a full flanker of Rose Prick, but the fragrance is called Rose Exposed. It's going to take I think it's the same color glass as Cafe Rose. It's just in a very different bottle, which is going to be the private blend bottle itself. The notes for this seem a little interesting, a little bit more than the Bois Pacifique. The notes for this are going to be black leather, jasmine, musk, rose absolute, rose water. We get violet, white pepper, and woods. It doesn't specify what woods are in it, so I don't know. The Rose Prick was a good fragrance for me. I think the price point was a little too elevated for what it was, but it was not a bad fragrance smell-wise. I think Tom Ford, most of their fragrances smell fairly well. It's just the price point is a little bit much, especially for what you're getting most of the time, if you ask me. So I don't know. I'm excited for this one. Are you though? Let me know down in the comments. We also have another Tom Ford one. I just wanted to bring that up really quickly. And it's part of the fucking fabulous collection, or the effing fabulous collection. So this fragrance was majorly iconic, if you will, but it was also very highly criticized because people were like, they're just naming it to make sales, and I agree with that to a certain extent, but it was the first one to kind of take it to a next level with the naming scheme. Tom Ford since has kind of gotten a little bit overboard with vanilla sax and rose prick and all of these double entendre names, but this fragrance itself is coming in a parfum edition. So Effing Fabulous is now in a parfum. It's originally an eau de parfum, but they're now launching it in the parfum version. The notes don't seem to differ all that much from the classic. Notes for this are going to be balsamic notes, aromatic notes, tonka bean, leather, amber, and balsam fir. So it's not taking a whole different spin on it. It's kind of a higher concentration, and they're adding some new twist to the actual fragrance itself. Now, Effing Fabulous is part of that ultra expensive collection of the private blends, so them making it into a parfum, this is going to be very expensive. I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to afford this one, including myself, so I don't know. The sales are maybe not going to be there, but they may also price it the same as the Effing Fabulous, but at that point, why would you get that one if there's a parfum version? I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, but they are launching a parfum Effing Fabulous. Moving on to Christian Dior. I love Dior, and I love the La Collection Privée by Dior. They do also have a revolving door in that theme of canceling fragrances and launching new ones. But with a new perfumer in-house, he's launched a couple of them. He's launched Dior Riviera. He's also launched New Look. Both of them are pretty solid fragrances. And he's launching a new one under the house of Dior. This one is named Bois Talisman, and it is going to be a woody fragrance based on the name itself. Obviously, Bois means forest in French, but look, we're gonna get vanilla, we're gonna get sugar, cedarwood, and smoke. Very interesting notes. That means that they're using some synthetic components to give you the smokiness, to also give you that sugar note, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of hard to say if it's going to be a good thing or not. Dior does have one that uses quite a bit of synthetic components, which is Eden Rock. This is not done by the same perfumer. Eden Rock is done by Francois Dimashi. This one is being done by Francis Kirkshon. So I do think that he can do it well. Let's hope. But let's hope that it's done in a way that a lot of people are going to like it. I mean, it could go very well with this one. It could also go very, very bad. This is one that I probably will have my eye on, and I will try to get on this channel to review for you because I'm just a fan for Dior. I used to work for them, obviously, so I have a very soft spot for the brand. And the last one I have for you on this video, because I'm not trying to make this video super long, is by the House of Creed. Now, Creed in the last couple of years, maybe a few years actually, have launched a whole boatload of fragrances, and they are going strong with the fragrance launching. I think that it's kind of a slippery slope. There's that thing where they're making a lot of money currently, but it could also go very badly, and they could become a house like Tom Ford. Let's hope not, because I really do love the House of Creed, but they are launching what looks to be a feminine fragrance by the name of Fragaria, and this is supposed to be launched in 2025, which is very exciting. They have launched Queen of Silk. They have launched the other one that's in that red bottle, which I can't remember the name of right now, but Queen of Silk, I did get to smell, I did get to test out, and it's a very nice fragrance. Very, very well done. Actually can be very unisex because it's kind of woody. It has that floral component in there as well. It has those gourmand notes. It's just a very well-rounded fragrance, but this one is a little fruity, if you will. So it has notes of pink pepper, bergamot, mandarin, orange, strawberry, violet, cedarwood, and vetiver. So we get a lot of fruity notes in here, some floral components, and a little bit of woody base to the fragrance. I mean, it can be a fragrance that goes very, very well, but it can also go very, very bad. I don't know. We'll have to test it out to see if it's a good one or not. So what do you think of these new fragrance launches? Is there one that you have your eye on? Is there one that you want to try? Let me know all that down below in the comments. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. If I don't get to see you, that's because obviously the holidays are coming up. And if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate anything else like Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, happy holidays to you. I hope everyone is safe and stays warm and also enjoys their time with family. And if you don't have family near you, just know that we are all a community and we all love each other. So take care. Until next time.